Hi everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches and welcome back to my channel. So I continued with my mystery style and I got all of this done, and this is not finished completely yet. I still need to do the another flower here, and this is symmetrical, so I just need to do the other half and then two other motifs here. And I'm actually really excited about that bee. I think that's gonna be really cute, so I can't wait to get to that. But yeah, I really want to get this done as soon as possible because I really want to work on my Sienna. But I want to finish this one first before I get to that. So I'm just going to work on this until I get this done. But yeah, so not a lot of stitching. That's all I did. But I did, well, let me talk about this first. So I got a question about my autumn sampler piece. So the question was if I decided on what to do for my other two autumn sampler pieces, or the two ornaments, and so this is the first one, and I think this might be the most elaborate one, or the main one, I guess. And the two other pieces will be more simple and smaller, I think. But I'm thinking about the barn and the turkey, but I'm going to change it a little bit because I want to add small elements in the chart, like the backstitched pumpkins. So for the barn, I want to add these leaves, or I might just stitch this whole section and move things around and turn this into a square. So that way I can include these smaller things around it, and also the acorns because I really like that. And same with the turkey, I'll turn this into a square but change some of the things around it. But I'm going to keep this banner with the corns, but maybe do something else where the letters are. But I'm actually already thinking about working on my autumn or Christmas sampler or winter sampler. So I'm going to work on that in December, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But with autumn sampler, I think I'm going to come back to this next year because I have so much planned already for November and December. I don't think I could fit in autumn sampler with all of my other plans. So yeah, and then I did finish my English paper piecing project, at least the paper pieces. So everything is sewed on and the back looks really messy. So here's what that looks like. But yeah, I just need to get some finishing fabric and turn this into a round cushion. And I need to look up how to do that because I don't know how to do that myself. But I think it'll be simple, but it's going to take a long time for me because I'll have to hand sew everything because I don't have a sewing machine yet. And I don't do a lot of sewing yet, so I don't feel like I need to get one. But yeah, so that's that. And then I worked on my angel ornament and with this. So I turned this into a round ornament, and because of the design, I had to kind of like fold over one of the stitches here. And I'm going to cover that up with some decorative elements, but so far I just have the whole thing taped around the cardboard. So that was the easy part. So I'm working on putting this together, and I was going to use this for the hanger. It's just two pieces of trim taped together because I thought it was too thin. So I was going to do this, but I think I'll just use this white ribbon instead. This was a handle of a shopping bag that I had, but I'm going to use this as a hanger because I think I like this color better with this ornament. So it'll look something like this. And then I have this piece of lace, and I'm going to just wrap this around the corners here to cover this up, and also that corner where the stitches fold over. And I think that's gonna look really unique. So I'll just fold this over and try to tack it in place, or I'm just gonna glue it on or tape it on and have the other side just the same. But I just need to cut this later when I do this, but something like this. And I think that's gonna look really cute. So I'm going to work on this first so it doesn't like move around when I put the ornament together. And then I'm going to use this trim to wrap around the whole ornament. But I was thinking about having the white section on top, but I think I want the gold to show a little bit to the front. So I'm going to make sure that I have the gold side up, and I think that's going to add a really nice shimmer. So it's much more sparklier, if that makes sense. And I might not do this, but maybe I'll make this I'll turn this into a small bow and add it in the middle, but I don't know, with this, I feel like it would look really nice if the bow was a little bit more thinner and more flowy, if that makes sense. So if I find something else, I might replace this. But yeah, I'm just gonna work on this today and try to finish it. So yeah, and then let me get my winter sampler. So this is what winter sampler looks like, and I actually started this project a year ago, and I only started like this top section with the snowflakes, so not a lot. So yeah, this is all I have on this. So I don't really feel bad about scrapping this, and also because it's been a year since I worked on this. So I know for sure I want to turn the Sienna into an ornament. That's pretty easy, but I think this gingerbread man would be cool with the gingerbread house. So if I could somehow put those two together, I think that'll look really nice. And I really like this shoe and this girl, but those aren't exactly Christmassy to me, more like Valentine's Day maybe. So I might do those, but not this December. So yeah, but maybe the snowman could be an ornament and the gingerbread house with the cookie, so that could be three. But yeah, so I'm going to work on moving things around and do like cross stitch surgery, if that makes sense. But yeah, the Sienna for sure will be started this December. And I'm just going to use this fabric. This is a 32 count even weave, just like my autumn sampler. So super excited about this project too. I'm just having a great time just turning bigger projects to smaller projects. So yeah, I guess that's everything for now. And today I'm just going to work on my ornament and put this away and organize some things and maybe try to finish my wall hanger. But it would be amazing if I could get my mystery cell done today, but I don't think so. So, but the ornament for sure, I'm gonna get that done. I finished this motif and started the bee, so I think I could finish this today. Because I only have the bee to finish and this motif over here. That looks pretty simple to do, so if I work on this maybe for like an hour, I think I could finish this. So I'm gonna do that today. And then I also finished my angel ornament, and I'm actually really happy with it. So this is the ornament, and I'm really happy with this because this was the one that I was least excited about, or didn't really expect anything of it. I thought I was going to mess it up, to be honest. But I think this might be my favorite out of the four that I finished this month. So I added this lace on top of the stitched piece, and it covered up some of the empty space on top and also the stitch that is folded over. And I wish I had this over a bit to the left, closer to the edge, so it's not this close to the beads. But yeah, and then I added this trim all around the edge. Can you even see this? It's really bright. But yeah, so all around the edge, and it's not sewed on. I tried it at first, but I ended up just pinning it with the pearl pins with a little bit of glue and also more glue to finish the tails, which is up here. And I actually like the back of this ornament because this white trim just adds a little border effect, and I really like that white border contrast to the yellow fabric. So I think it was a good choice to have the gold part to show to the front. And I was going to add a little bow here, but I didn't have anything that looked nice with this ornament, so I'm going to wait until I find something to add here. But it looks nice without it too, I think. So yeah, so I finished 4 ornaments this month and I'm really happy about that. I really like to stitch, but I think I also really like turning them into something useful with a function, even though it's only for a display and to decorate, but I consider that as a function. So yeah, but for now I'm going to put this here in my box because I'm still working on my wall hanger. I tried working on it again last night, but I'm not too happy with it, so I'm going to change the whole thing. So I'll update you on that later when I get a better idea of what I'm gonna do with it. But I think I want to keep this one out and hang it where Oliver was by my cabinet. And oh, if I feel like it, I think I'll finish my Samhain this month. And I'm thinking about turning this one into a hanging pillow ornament instead of a flat fold. So I don't have any stitching update today, but I have a little package here to open. It just came this morning, and this is my order from 123 Stitch. I got some Krennics to finish my Brooks Books Angels, the perforated paper projects, and I got a couple more things. So I'm gonna open this right now. And I really want to start working on my perforated paper projects again, so it's really good timing. Oh, I also got a packet of beads too. So these are the Krennic for 3 projects actually: Mistletoe, Snow Angel, and Mrs. Claus. It's super Christmassy because of the red and green, but yeah, super sparkly. So these are, what are these? Number 8 braids, and these 2 are ribbons that I need to finish the ornaments. And then I'm really excited about these 2. So these are Mill Hill Santas, and I have another one, so let me go get that. So these are the 3 that I have right now, and I'm slowly collecting all of the Santas. Well, not all of them, but I'm trying to, so I know there's a ton, so it'll be a while until I collect all of them. But super excited about these. I really want to get the Scotland Santa, but it's always out of stock, but yeah, so these are the other 2. Because every year they come out with 3 Santas, and I haven't seen the ones for this year yet, but I'm sure it's super pretty. So I'm going to start all 3 of them this December, so I'm super excited about that. So I actually had this put away last night because I forgot that I do updates in the morning, but I did finish part 11 last night, and looking at this off from the Q-snap, it's really pretty. So here is part 11 finished. Here's the bee and the last motif I finished, and yeah, so this took a while for me to finish this month, but still very pretty. I really like it. And this was my first mystery cell project, and I'm really happy that I decided to do this year because I really like what this looks like right now. and this makes me want to do more mystery cells. But yeah, so this empty space will be the last one, and then this will be finished. So I think this is very pretty. I loved everything about it, and every time I show this, I get questions about the floss that I'm using. So this is on a 32 count linen, just regular white linen by Zweigart. And I'm using Valdani number 12, and I'm stitching 1/2. And I think the coverage is pretty awesome, so yeah, really happy with my choices. And so yeah, I'm going to put this away now until we get part 12. So now I'm going to work on my Sienna finally. So this is the last one out of the series, and this is what Sienna looks like. And this is how much I've done on it. So this is on a 40 count, and I converted everything to color and cotton just by looking at the cover picture. So yeah, and after I finish this, I'm going to do my Love Never Fails project with these flosses. So yeah, and I think, I guess that's it for this video, but before I end the video, I want to talk about some books. So I'm reading A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara, and this is how much I've read so far, but I'm really enjoying this book. It's about 4 friends from college, and yeah, so I'm about 100 pages in, and so far we're just learning about the 4 characters, and the font is really small, so I thought it was going to be really difficult to make progress on it, but it's really easy to read, but it's also very complex, if that makes sense. I feel like the author is doing a really good job at building these characters, and I would believe it if they were real people. And I also really like how all 4 of them have really different backgrounds and different jobs and everything. It's just really interesting to read about people with different lives, I guess. And I heard this was a really sad and heartbreaking story, and so far nothing traumatic happened, but there should be a trigger warning. There were a couple of things that happened or alluded to so far that's pretty dark, but yeah, so I'm reading this, and also I was listening to an audiobook called Bunny, and I just finished it. And to be honest, I was going to stop listening to the book because it was just so weird and strange. I wasn't sure half of the time what was going on. I was really confused. So I looked it up because I thought it was just me. So I read some reviews and book reviews on YouTube, and without any spoilers, and it sounded like everybody was feeling the same way, but they were giving it a really high rating, and it was interesting because people who left a bad review, most of them stopped reading the book and didn't finish it, but the people who did, they didn't all say they loved the book, but admitted that it was kind of interesting, and some people really loved the ending. So based on that, I kept listening to the book, and actually, I ended up really loving it. Everything made sense at the end. I knew maybe like 1/3 of the twist from the get go, and it was pretty obvious to me, but the other things were surprising and it made so much sense. Like the weird conversations they have and the weird things that were happening just made a lot of sense. So, yeah, when you're halfway through the book, I was like, there's no way this is gonna make any sense, and I was really saying WTF like 100 times because it's just so weird. But I'm glad that I finished the book, and I feel like anyone who does creative work will really like it, and especially writers because it is about a girl who's a writer and 4 friends that are also writers, but I don't know if I want to consider them as friends, so I guess just classmates. But yeah, it was a really interesting book to read. So I finished Bunny, and I'm going to continue with A Little Life. And yeah, that's a little book update because some of you wanted to know what I'm reading. And oh, there's also a podcast that I'm listening to right now, and it's called Supernatural with Ashley Flowers, I think. And it's about mysteries and haunted house ghost stories and conspiracies. So that was really fun to listen to. So yeah, check those out if you're interested in that kind of thing. But yeah, so I'm going to end the video here. But I'm just gonna work on this today, and yeah, so let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.